Hey guys, it's Taylor. Hey, sorry, I haven't really been on lately. I've just been super, super depressed lately, and I haven't really wanted to be live streaming because that's usually what gets views when you're depressed. I noticed that when I'm just like, hey, random chats, like nobody comes in. Ooh, hold on a second. Oh, now my runny nose is like all over the place. That's gross. But I noticed that like when I do like random chats with Taylor, like when I have like 20 views, and then when I'm like drama alert, like why do I even try? Or when I do videos like why do I even try? Or I hate life, or I hate people, or stuff like that, whatever my other titles are, then I notice I get like 60 views. So it's like, I don't know, I might just stop doing YouTube for a while, because honest to goodness, I love it, and I want to thank all the viewers that actually like watch. And I get that, everybody can't watch every single video cuz I'm following like 600 people and stuff. So I hardly get to watch. Like I think I had when I was at work, I think I had 10 plus notifications that were just YouTube alone, saying like people were posting videos. Hey Adriel, hope you're doing well, and hi to the other person who's watching and isn't chatting with me. I appreciate you being here. But I just notice like anytime I do like why do I even try, or like depressing titles, like people seem to like watch those more. And I don't know. It's weird. It's like I have to have like depressing stuff happen to me, then people watch. And I have had a lot of depressing things happen. Well, I've just been depressed lately, man. I just haven't wanted to like get out of bed. And of course, I'm working. I worked 7 days in a row, and then I had Sunday off, and then I started again on Monday, and I work until Saturday. So it's kind of never ending, and it's exhausting. That's sweet, Adriel. I appreciate it. Hi to the one other person who started watching. I really appreciate you being here, because I know that it's not about the views, and it's kind of weird how some people get like 2.6 thousand or 2.6K views, and like I'm lucky if I get 100. Like I'm lucky if I get 30. I'm lucky if, hey Father Time, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Like I said, I don't usually care about the views, but it's like kind of sucks. Like I have to be like bashing other people and like calling other people names and like pointing out other people's flaws in order for me to get views. Like that's kind of messed up. Like even if I do shopping hauls, I notice that those like never ever get views. And it's just like, I don't know why I'd try. Like, I know that I'm not about the views or whatever, but it's still kind of nice to get more than like 10 views. And I seem to be losing, like, every time I checked, like, I was at like 422 subscribers. Well, you're lucky, Adriel, because people know who you are. Like, I'm just kind of a nobody. And yes, this is a ring. I don't know if I'll. I don't know if you can see that. Well, there we go. It will focus in. Is it gonna focus? No, it's not. Hey, New Jersey SFK. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for watching. I don't think I've seen you in my streams before. I'm Taylor. Oh, thank you, Adriel. I'm Taylor, and I just kind of have random streams. Like, sometimes they have meaning, sometimes they don't. Sometimes oh, thank you. It's a purity ring. It's I bought it off of eBay. I think it was like 40 bucks or something. It was something like crazy, but people think I'm married because I have it on my ring finger, on the finger that people use for engagement rings. I'm starving because I didn't eat dinner. I didn't eat lunch either. Really. I think I had a sandwich for lunch. And I had like a banana for breakfast. So I haven't really been eating lately. Long story short, I had an incident at work. Well, okay, I went to a family reunion, which everybody knows family reunions are I'm here, there, everywhere, honestly. I know I should, but it's like 10, it's 11, it's almost midnight here, and I'm like, everything's gonna, like, they say if you eat after a certain time, like, it doesn't, like, digest as well or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I was at a family reunion and I got drunk. I got drunk. And I'm telling this story because this is kind of with me lately. I ended up calling my somebody that I work with higher up than me, my assistant manager. I've um was really drunk and I wanted to kiss her. And so, like, she kind of was like playing cards with her husband at the time. She's bisexual, which, I was really drunk, so I didn't like mean it. I just said it and I was really drunk. And like back up, like I left the family reunion being like, "Oh, my parents are going to be so mad at me." I don't remember that. And then when I got home to my aunt and uncle's house, I told my sister that I wanted to kill myself because I was so embarrassed. Yeah, I said I wanted to kiss her. I was that drunk. Then I told my little sister I wanted to kill myself because I was so embarrassed. Obviously, I was so drunk I don't remember that either. So she called my mom and goes, Taylor's like threatening to hurt herself. And she's like, just wait, she'll pass out and then come back. So I passed out. um, like I said, like I've I'll be honest, I've kissed a girl before, but she was like it wasn't like I really wanted to. Like I'm pretty sure I was drunk or when I did it. So, and it was a really gross girl. But so I said it, and so she was like on the phone, and like we got off and whatever, and I kind of was like, whatever, I passed out. And then I happened to get up at like 1 a.m. because I had drank, so obviously I needed to pee. And so I got this really long text from her saying, "Hey, like we need to keep this business casual, like, and we need to tone down this relationship like a ton." And just some other stuff. And I was like freaking out, of course. And so I ended up like texting her back and saying, like, I totally understand. I feel really bad. And then in the morning, I was um, like, do you think that because she's been giving me rides home at night because we work together. And there's a couple times where she'd come, like, when she wasn't working and, um, still bring me home. Well, long story short, because I seem to be losing people with this story, but I like deleted her off of all my social media because I had her just like on because I asked her, I was like, "Can I get rides home from you still? And should I delete you off social media?" Well, she's like, "Yes to both. You need to delete me off social media, and I don't think I should be driving you home anymore." And I'm like, "Okay, shit. Like, I need to now go explain to somebody that this is what happened, and I don't have rides anymore." And one of my two old coworkers said that they would give me rides occasionally. One of them doesn't make me pay, but the other one's like, was like, "You have to pay me at least $5 in order for me to get your ride home." And that's every time. So I was like, okay, well, I was like, I was gonna pay you $5. But anyway, so I had to try to explain it to somebody, and this person who was an old coworker of mine laughed because she thought it was funny because she had like the same accusations against her, like except for hers was that she and my old boss were having sex in the bathroom, and that wasn't true. But I was like, I've already been. Maybe you shouldn't get too buzzed. Stuff happens. Yeah. Well, I didn't. It was a phone call. And I was already, like, I was drunk, fell asleep, woke up, still drunk. And I did it. So, long story short, I had to, like, tell my coworker. And she was like, well, I'll still give you rides. Well, eventually. And then I got called in on Saturday because our lead that we just had hired like never showed up. And then they called me or texted me right after church and were like, "Hey, like, I need you to come in. And I was like, sure. So she texted me and my manager texted me. So I was like, oh my gosh, like I thought I had one more day before I had to work with her because my boss was doing training in another state. So I was like, okay, I have to spend the whole entire week with this girl. And so I just kind of like set her aside and just was like, we were stocking shelves and I was like, because we were kind of laughing and joking at first. And then once my manager left, I was like, yo, I need to. And then I said my manager's name, who I'm not gonna say for privacy reasons, that I can't be working as many nights because I'm not getting rides home from you anymore. And that was kind of the reason why um that she was scheduling me for so many nights because she knew that I had rides home. Well, she was like, I'll give you rides home. So we kind of cleared it up, and I was kind of like, you know what? I'm really embarrassed. And I said, I did punish myself for it because I ended up self harming again. And I ended up, like, just not just because of, I didn't self harm because of that. I was self harming because I was angry at myself about just, that happened to be one of the very many things that I was angry about myself at. And I took it on myself. But I went back to counseling, obviously, since then. And it's been a crazy ride, especially lately, unfortunately. But luckily, I did end up working with the girl the entire week, and she was really sweet, and she kind of was understanding because she's 20 and she doesn't drink. I mean, she does, like, because her husband is, she's married, and her husband is over 21, so she can, like, drink beer or whatever if he gives it to her. But I don't think she's ever, well, she hasn't. But I mean, I don't think she's ever gotten like that drunk that she said stuff like that. So I think she kind of understood, but I don't think at first she really did. So that was one thing that happened lately. But I'm glad that I was able to like talk with her, like kind of bring it up. And I was like, yo, I'm not trying to bring this up because like I want this to be forgotten, but we need to like talk. And I've actually been really close. She's been telling me things. Yes, Father Time, it does. But I mean, this girl and I feel like I've gotten not like closer because like I only text her. I don't, like I said, I deleted her number off my phone and I deleted my call history that had her number. I think like I didn't delete like two times that she called, and that was at like the bottom of my call log, and that will disappear obviously. And so I just remember I just know the last four digits of her phone number. So if she texts me or calls me, I know it's her instead of having her as a contact on my phone. And she knows that I don't have her number on my phone. Because I thought if and then she told me that if she wouldn't, because she was like, I'm supposed to be reporting this. And I was like, I don't get why you would, um, thanks, New Jersey. Um, Well, she's like, I won't tell on you as long as you only text me for work related purposes. So that's why I deleted her off of everything. And so I only ever text her about work. But she does tell me like personal things about her life. Like I know things about her that nobody else knows besides one of her closest friends and her husband. So obviously she trusts me enough where she's telling me stuff about her life that she hasn't told anybody yet, like exciting news, like she's trying for a baby soon and fun stuff like that. So it's like cool that I feel like I've gotten closer to this person since this all happened. And like if one of us doesn't work there anymore, I can still like be friends with her. But right now, it's just kind of a matter of like, she's my manager and I'm just under her. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just all seems really dumb. Like, why can't you be friends with me? Um, just because you're my manager, like, what I do with you outside, what I say to you outside of work is outside of work. And I kind of realized, because then I ended up talking to one of my coworkers about it, and she doesn't know that. But I ended up talking to my coworkers, and she's like, I don't think you can even I don't think they would do anything about it if she were to tell on you, because it was outside of work. And I could totally deny it because, first off, I was like super drunk and I could totally deny it. And it was on a phone call, so there's no like evidence. So it's not like a text message that I said it where she could have kept it. But anyway, so I really haven't. Yeah, and I think that she trusts me, and I think that she's understanding. Oh, I haven't gotten that bad. There's only one guy at my job, and I think I have special needs. I have special needs, but I think he might have special needs too. Like, and I know that sounds really terrible when I say that, but he's a sweet guy, but I know that he has some special needs. And there's a lot of reasons why I can say that, because I have them. I have special needs myself. I'm on the autism spectrum. I have ADHD. I have learning disability. Like, the list goes on and on. Depression, anxiety, the list goes on. Anyway, that's actually really funny, New Jersey. That makes me feel a whole heck of a lot better about my situation now. Oh, oh, yeah. I'm not sure, but I would like to be tested for bipolar because my moods are very all over the place, and I sometimes question if I am bipolar, but I don't really want to. I don't know. It's hard because I went to my parents' insurance, and like obviously they're paying for my doctor visits because I'm under my dad's insurance until, I don't know, not much longer. And so I don't really want to have to try to explain, hey, I think I might be bipolar and I want to get tested. Because if it comes off I'm not, then it was, they'll see it as a waste of money. This boss was with her fiance for 10 years and has kids. Anyway, my buddy and my boss are now together. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Well, my assistant manager's a girl, so yeah. And she has a husband, and they might like have kids like in the near future. So yeah, I wouldn't try anything like that. And my like manager is a girl, and she's married, and she's a bitch, and she has two kids, including her oldest is autistic, and he's 5, and then or no, he's like 4, and then she has like a 6 or 7 month old baby girl. So, and she's a bitch. Did I mention that? She's a bitch. Just saying. So, and then my and then all of the rest of the people I work with are women, and they're old. Well, one is older. One is quitting, and she's like my age, and she's has a fiance getting married in September. And there's the guy with special needs, and then there's me, and then the assistant manager, who I already said. So there ain't nobody that I would try to hit on at my job. There is some like kind of cute people that come into my. Where are you from? I mean, Um, I'm from Minnesota, but I live in Wisconsin. She's not nice. Oh, you're cute. You're kind of like sugarcoating it. I say it like it is, but she might not be there much longer. So, hope she doesn't watch YouTube because I don't want her seeing my videos. Nobody knows that I have a YouTube except for like my little brother and my sister and my other brother. And I think my mom knows. Really, Father Time? That's awesome. I would I don't really want to say like what exact town I'm in, but yeah, I'm in Wisconsin. Just cuz I don't trust people. Even telling a state is like a big deal for me. Like I usually don't even tell people what state I'm in. Like I lie and say I live in Minnesota because yeah, I crazy. But yeah, so that happened. So that kind of thank you guys for making me feel better. I haven't really talked about the incident because it kind of got resolved like not really too long. Figures, New Jersey. Um I was going to do a YouTube video on it and just like share my feelings and thoughts on it. But it kind of got resolved like the day, like 2 days or 3 days after it happened. And those 2 or 3 days were terrible. I did not eat. I was not sleeping well because I was like, I have to work with her. It's going to be awkward. I want to just quit because I can't tell my boss about this and like fess up to it because then that would get her in trouble for not reporting me and it would get me in trouble for doing it. So, oh my gosh, it just was a mess. But I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be at this job anyway. Cuz I've just been struggling with the job because handling money isn't my strongest suit and I get distracted and I've been off on my drawer and we got audited because my last boss that was there before the one that's here now left it just in terrible like it was a shithole. Like when he left it, he made it in like it was a shithole. It was so bad when he left. And so now this new lady like we had to get audited and we didn't pass, which is really bad. So we're gonna get audited again soon, which is really bad that we failed it. I thought we passed it. I told people we passed it, but I guess we didn't. So if we that's so true, Father Time. Like I said, the only reason I say it, New Jersey, and I was so worried is because I've been short on my drawer, and after I had an incident where somebody put down $100 bill, and I gave him the change, and I didn't see the $100 bill, but I typed in $100, and then he picked up. I gave him the change, and then he picked up the $100 bill and put it back in his wallet. So, um, yeah, so that happened, and that is supposed to be like I'm supposed to be terminated for being that short in my drawer. But my boss is giving me many, many chances, and I'm like, I should have been terminated by now, like twice. But my boss like found another way to give me another couple chances so that I don't get terminated right now. And so the reason I'm telling you this is because I was short on my drawers, and then I thought if she were to tell my boss, then I would get slapped with like a sexual harassment on my file of a coworker or a superior. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna be short on my drawer. I'm gonna get slapped with a sexual harassment charge on my, or not a sexual harassment charge, but like a sexual harassment on my file. And I was like, that's probably gonna get me fired. Um, no, I work at a Dollar General. So that's why I'm telling this really long story. Like, I get it's not a big deal, but that, like, I thought I was gonna lose my job because I was short on my drawer and then I, like, sexually harassed my assistant manager. Or, yeah, like, harassment. So I didn't want harassment on my file. Plus, then I got terminated. Hey, King Williams, how are you? You must be new. Welcome, I'm Taylor. Oh, I was just telling a story about something that happened at work. But it's all good. It's a long story. Oh, really? Well, I don't know. I mean, am I missing something? Like, are you not supposed to be friends when you work with somebody? Like, because I'm friends with the people that I work with, and one of them is higher up than I am, and I'm still friends with her. Like, one of them is a key holder, and that's above me. And she's a lead, which is above, like, a lead key holder. So that's above me, but yet I'm still friends with her. But yet I can't be friends with the assistant manager. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, unless this is just like pulled out of her. But like, I get it. Like, that it should be just a work related thing, but we've kind of become friends. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, Father Time, but she acts like, no, it just needs to be but business, like, just like I'm your assistant manager and you're my colleague. Like, it just needs to be a colleague thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, New Jersey. Like, I I used to, like, I've told her a lot of things about my life, and obviously she's told me things about her life. Like, not as much because I'm more of an open book about my life. But I don't know, it just seems like a dumb reason, like, oh, because I'm above you, I can't be friends with you. Like, we need to just keep this at work. Like, so I only text this person if it's work related. But I kind of said something about, like, maybe we can be friends if you, because, like, if you move to a different store or if I move to a different store. She's like, yeah. And she's like, just not right now, because I don't know. And then I was like, yeah, I understand. Like, I kind of cut her off, but obviously I don't understand at all. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's not nice. I find more bruises on myself. Um, That's so funny. That just made my night. Um, I don't know. It just sounds like a dumb excuse because, like, you are telling me stuff that, like, assistant manager shouldn't be telling a colleague. If, like, you're telling me personal stuff about your life, and I told you personal stuff about my life, but, like, it's kind of like a double standard. Like, you're acting like we shouldn't be friends, but yet you're telling me stuff about you and your husband and, like, how you're, like, yeah, like, you're trying for a baby, but yet we can't, like, text each other and just say, like, hey, how's it going? Like, I don't know. That doesn't make sense. That just sounds like really hypocritical. But yet you're telling me personal stuff about your life that you don't tell anybody else, including your parents or your husband. Tell me how that makes sense. Tell me how that works. They like to gossip too, then they will go to the next person and gossip about you. That's all the same in that type of job. I don't think she gossips about me because I know stuff that could get I mean, we know stuff about each other that could get each other fired. So, and I don't know who she would gossip to because everybody else that works there knows me. And I mean, if you're telling me personal stuff about your life, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be gossiping about me behind your back, because I know stuff that you have not told anybody that I said I was going to take to my grave. Like, I know information about people that could cause a lot of hurt and pain, bringing up old stuff, that secrets that nobody wants to know. I think that's a good reason. I think that's probably more what it is than what I think that's what it is, honestly. I don't think it's about me and about being friends with a colleague. I think it's because of being burnt. Like, I know, like, I couldn't, like, because I talked to my manager one time and was joking and said, it says I should add you on Facebook. And I was like, but I don't. And she's like, yeah, I shouldn't be adding people. The only reason she added one of her employees who no longer works there was because that was her assistant manager. And she got fired. But she's like, yeah. And I wouldn't want to be friends with her on Facebook anyway. But I was just joking because, like, it kept saying, like, you should add, and then this person's name. Like, it always would show up on my recommended to add people, like on my news feed. Oh, Lord. I mean, that's a good point, Father Time, but it is kind of stupid, though, at the same time, because I've been burned so many times, too, and I'm forgiving, and I'm, like, willing to be your friend. Like, I told you something that could get me fired, and you told me something that is so deep and personal that if anyone found out, it could cause a lot of pain and hurt for you, because these people would be pissed that you didn't tell them. So, yes, I do, New Jersey. Yep, yep. I have to do that tomorrow, which I'm actually dreading because the person I work with tomorrow only doesn't like to do stocking. Like, we have like totes for like some of the stuff, and then some of the stuff come in rolltainers. So I have to do I have to do rolltainers tomorrow. I don't mind because when I'm cashiering, you do the totes, and that has like the medicine and stuff, and like some of the other little stuff, like um hey Joshua Williams, how are you? So now, like, we have totes and rolltainers, and rolltainers have like a like are filled, and so they expect me to do like 5 rolltainers per shift, because the food ones are only supposed to take you an hour a piece, and the chem are only supposed to take you 45 minutes a piece. And if you don't get them done in that time, then they like get upset with you. And we have like a sheet where it says what time you started the rolltainer at and what time you finished it at. Like, so they're like recording us now. And then seeing how much we improve, or if we didn't improve, that there's a way that we can improve. So it's annoying. I hate doing truck. I'd rather just do the totes. Cause those are easy. I got 9.5 totes done one day when I was doing the truck. I'm gonna fall asleep here pretty soon. I'm not too bad. A little tired. I probably should go to sleep soon, because I have to get up early because we're having a garage sale in the morning, and my mom wants me to help, and then I have to go and do truck. I absolutely hate doing rolltainers with a burning passion. Mm. I wish I didn't have to do. I wish I could just do totes all the time, but they expect me to do rolltainers because one of my old coworkers told them like I do a good job of it, but like the guidelines for Dollar General or like Chem like laundry soap and those ones are only supposed to take you 45 minutes piece. And the ones that are food only are supposed to take you an hour. Thanks. I want to just burn the truck down. Just kidding. I shouldn't say that. I just want to throw the rotainers away with everything in it because I hate doing it. I'm so tired. Especially because I'm working 7 days in a row. I had 1 day off and then I worked 6 days in a row. So I've worked like in 2 weeks, I pretty much worked 2 weeks straight. Well, I like my job. It's just when I'm doing truck, it's exhausting. When I'm doing rotainers, when you're sweating your butt off trying to get them as fast as you can. And our truck didn't even come today, which it was supposed to come today, so we're now a day behind already. So, and I work like an 8-hour shift tomorrow, so they're gonna expect me to probably get at least 5 rotainers done. Because we have like a ginormous truck and we're supposed to get like 50%, 55% of it done by the weekend. And we're getting like 30 rotainers. It's gonna be bad. But anyway, guys, I've been on for like almost 40 minutes talking about work and my head hurts now. And I'm really hungry and I'm gonna try to just go to bed and resist the urge to go upstairs, but I'll probably just go get my box of whales and go to bed. But anyway, I will definitely be on tomorrow after work because I probably won't be able to sleep again. So wish me luck that I get some sleep though. See, I'm not on 12-hour days. I just do like 6 to 8 hour shifts, but I do like 5 or 6 of them depending on the week. And I'm only part-time, so I'm only supposed to be working like 25 hours a week, but I'm more leaning towards like I get like 28 to 30. I was last week I did 48 hours, which was 7 days in a row, but my schedules end. Yeah, I worked 6 days a week last week. I work 6 days a week this week, and then I go down to 5 next week, and then I go to 4 the week after that. But anyway, Father Time, I could stay, but I'm so hungry and so tired. So I'm gonna try to go to sleep and not worry about being hungry and just go to bed hungry. But I need to get up for the garage sale tomorrow and help out with that before I go to work. So anyway, I will be on tomorrow night around the same time. So I hope to see you guys all then. Thank you for watching and listening to me rant about work, but hopefully tomorrow will be better. And hopefully I won't be crabby tomorrow after working that much, after working 8 hours. And hopefully I can get a lot done. Anyway, thank you, Father Time, for coming, and everybody else who came. New Jersey, and Adriel, and did I say New Jersey? And King Williams, and everybody else. I will see you guys back here tomorrow at the same time. Have a good night. Bye. Oh. Bye, guys.